This, I think, kind of establishes at a very high level the core components to a Web3 go-to-market. I think they're at the very top, and people don't talk about it enough, which is the pre-launch and the community building. And I think one of the most important parts of kind of the pre-launch and the community building portion of that is defining who your community is. I think not enough people take a step back and think about who their audience should be rather than can be. I think that's because obviously crypto is still an emerging category, and anyone crypto adjacent ends up kind of falling into the pool of what a user should be or can be for a platform like your guys' selves. But I do think there is a lot to be said when you take a step back and you think about who should be a part of your audience. So I think we'll go through it in a little bit, but a lot of that should be data driven. There's a lot of good tools out there currently in market, and I'll show you that in a couple of slides that allow you to basically identify who your user is. You can identify it by a chain basis. You can identify users by people who hold specific tokens, specific NFTs. They have different amounts of volume, and you can identify their profiles on a social level. So Twitter, Discord, Telegram, and really kind of find a way to target them at an individual level. And so if you create kind of your consumer profile, to go back to kind of marketing 101 terms, at the very beginning, I think it'll set you guys up for success in the future. Obviously, there's a token launch, plan launch, which is like what you guys are going through currently now by thinking about what your tokenomics would look like and how you can possibly airdrop, and the list goes on. But I would say like the two most important components that at least pertain to marketing is one, the KOL round, and then obviously airdrop strategy, which I think Matt did a fantastic job last time getting into more detail. It's really important to have a robust strategy on KOL rounds if you decide to do that. KOLs are obviously advocates for your project. They not only are advocates, but they legitimize it, right? By bringing eyeballs to the particular platform. And so in order to get the best KOLs possible in market, a lot of projects often do some form of a KOL round. And it's important to have favorable terms with KOLs, right? KOLs tend to not want to have longer cliffs or vesting periods that are that long because obviously they're still looking for some form of upside. The next kind of component is developing partnerships. I think you can see emerging ones in layer two is in particular you see constant posts about people coming onto their platform. And by having those partnerships, you're sharing audience, which becomes a really good top funnel for attracting users to the platform. The last component I would say is that awareness and consistency are the most important part to executing your market strategy. But awareness and the ability to pivot to whatever is current in market, and I'll get into that at the very, very, very end. And then consistency is king. Like as much as it is tiresome, I will say that by launching a token, everyone here is kind of signing up to spending the next couple of months of their life grinding away constantly to try to continue to engage with your community that you will build. And a part of that is being there as much as humanly possible. There's many times where we've taken the foot off the gas for either a token launch or an NFT launch, and that has a direct correlation to the responsiveness of a community. And it becomes way more taxing to try to claw that back than to just continue to keep that up from the moment you're launching till the actual TCE occurs itself.